to my channel and today's studio vlog. So today what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and finish off my platypus and kangaroo doll. So I want to donate some of those funds to probably Wildlife Victoria, because Wires has gotten a lot of media attention and a lot of donations. So they got like $21 million in donations, and they're legally only allowed to spend that in New South Wales. So here in Victoria we are equally affected, just as bad, by the fires, and Wildlife Victoria has only gotten like 1.5 mil in donations. So there's a big difference there. And also Zoos Victoria, so I might do like a split one, because Zoos Victoria was apparently focusing on not only helping the animals but habitat restoration and stuff. So yes, so I want to get these finished and donate a chunk of that money to those organizations. I've been working on my pouches for the Joeys, but I don't know if they're going to be like inundated with stuff for animals now, but I mean they can always do with stock, I guess. So weather-wise, it's been a bit weird here in Melbourne. It's been really smoky. A lot of that bushfire smoke has come and sort of hovered around Melbourne. Monday, I think it was particularly bad. It was really poor. It was like the worst air quality in the world, and it was really smoky, and the visibility wasn't very good. And it's also been a bit warm, and then last night we got a big storm that came through. I don't know how much of it affected the fire areas, but the storm was in the wrong place. But yeah, we got hit with a lot of rain last night, which is really strange because half of Victoria is flooded and the other half is on fire. So yes, it's a strange time, but anyway, I think that's about it for an update. My cat is doing weird things in the corner. Don't know if you can see. I had someone crack it over Patreon, which is really strange, because one of my reward tiers is, well, all of them actually, is early access to any work that I make, and it's pretty standard for any artist that has a Patreon, is patrons will get early access. But yeah, this person wanted a doll that I made that a patron got and cracked it and said they're disappointed in unfollowing. So okay. I don't really understand, but alright, go then. I don't care. I don't really want people like that in following me, to be honest. So maybe they misunderstood what Patreon was, but yeah, I still offer everything exactly the same. I've just made a couple of new things that are available for patrons, and that one of them is early access. So it's a pretty standard thing to offer. Even patrons or Patreon actually gives you that suggestion, especially when you're an artist. So yeah, strange. So if you have a problem, please don't tell me about it. But yeah, haven't had that one before. But anyway, I will continue with my Patreon, whatever. Yes, so I guess I'll start doing some stuff today, and yeah, sort of take it a bit easy. It's the first day that we're actually able to open the doors here and windows here in Melbourne, because the smoke has sort of moved away a little bit. So it's nice to get some fresh air. Don't know how fresh it is though, but anyway, I'll start doing some stuff, and yeah. today's Friday. Probably not going to get a lot done, but I'll show you what I got done yesterday. So I did a lot of work. I got a lot done yesterday. So I did a lot of work on the Australian dolls that I did. So we got the kangaroo here. So I sewed him up, so he's already all sewn up. So what I'm going to do is apply some fur to the face and the feet and give him a trim. So this will be an Eastern Grey. So a lot of you people like overseas and stuff, they usually see pictures of red kangaroos, which are more central in Australia, whereas Eastern Greys are the more common ones down in Victoria and stuff, and they're the ones that have been affected by the bushfire a lot. So Eastern Greys aren't red like the red kangaroos, they're grey, but they have a bit of brown on them. So after I trim this, I'll trim all the black ends off here, and the fur, this particular fur is quite similar looking to kangaroo fur. So I'll add a bit of brown with my airbrush, I think, when this is ready to. I also pretty much finished my platypus doll. So this one, I just need to do some trimming and just clean it up a little bit, and then that one will be ready and done. So got a little look here. So this one has a wire armature, but yes, works as well. Yeah, so I'll trim all of this fur here so it's a bit more platypus looking, and so that one will be up for grabs very soon. What else have I done? So I need to pack a doll that's been paid off and needs to be on its way home, so I will pack it today and then probably send it off tomorrow. Just depends. Pretty much it. Yeah, so I guess I'll start wrapping the doll and stuff. So I'm gonna end the vlog today. It's a sort of a short one this week, but I'll show you what I did today. I managed to trim up my platypus, so he's pretty much done. Just a couple of cleanup things, and then he'll be done and ready to be put for sale, which will probably be not next week, the week after. So I want to put both the kangaroo and the platypus for sale. So that's what we have. So yeah, just a couple little cleanup jobs around the eyes and the feet, and then we'll be done. The kangaroo, I still have the fur, which I'll do that at some point very soon. I need to take some photos of this. And then, yeah, so I wrapped the doll, ready to be sent out. And you'll see that doll this week. You might have seen it on my Instagram. It's a maned wolf. I see the video this week, that is. So yeah, so for the rest of the day I'm probably just going to do some sewing because I still have a ferret doll to sew up. So might do some sewing, and I've still got my Kurama doll to sew up as well, so there's still quite a bit of sewing to do on that. I hate hand sewing, so I'm avoiding it. I have to sew all of the tails on there, so whole 9 tails. But yeah, so you probably noticed that I'm moving away from like fantasy sort of things, or haven't made fantasy things in a while. Well, once to sell anyway. So I had an idea. I kind of wanted to start making real animals as a one-off type thing. Mainly because, I don't know, I don't see a lot of doll makers making animals. So like they do make animals, but just kind of the stock standard animals. So I wanted to start making, I had an idea of doing like country collections, I guess, and then doing a couple of dolls from each country, or, you know, region or whatever. Not each region, but like continents or something maybe. So my original one was starting off with Australia because I'm from Australia, but given the fires and the media attention Australia's getting at the moment, I just feel like it's not appropriate for me to do an Australian one at this point, just because I don't want it to seem like I'm trying to use it as like I don't want to use the fires as an attention grab, or make it seem like I'm trying to do it to get attention. So I might wait until that whole fire media thing dies down a little bit, and then I'll do Australian animals. But for now, it just doesn't sit right with me to do Australian animals when the media is giving so much attention to Australia. I just didn't want it to seem like a attention grab or anything, or that I'm taking advantage of the situation. So yeah, I'll probably give Australia the skip for a few months. I have a whole list of animals that I did want to do, but at this point in time I just don't feel like it's appropriate. So I'll pick another country and do some animals off that, probably like Africa or something. So I have a small list written down, but oh yeah, and I thought about doing a zine as well, because I have a lot of watercolors that was based around the Red Wolf that I did. It's a character that I've been working on for a while, so I thought maybe doing a zine about it with some watercolors that I have. But let me know your opinions if you're interested in something like that, and yeah, I don't know, I can look into it, I guess. Yeah, so I've got Australian collection. I've got like lots of animals in my list. African collection, I've got a giraffe so far. I'd like to do a porcupine. I think that'd be really cool. Obviously I'd do a lion and probably hyena, but I'll probably pick some more animals that people aren't really familiar with, or haven't seen as dolls before. And you know, America, I definitely have to do a wolf and a bear and a moose. But you know, there's so many animals, coyotes. I have to go down and do some brainstorming and write a list. And New Zealand as well, I really want to do a kiwi and a Kia as well. but yeah, I have to do some brainstorming and put some more little countries down and animals and stuff. So I think it'll be a really good idea, and I'm really looking forward to it. I want to do a secretary bird. I've been wanting to do one for a long time, so definitely going to do that. That's been on my like to-do list, high priority to-do list for a long time, is a secretary bird. Where I get Sculpey from, it's currently out of stock, so I like to use Sculpey Original, which is this one, just because I like the consistency of it, over Super Sculpey. I can get Super Sculpey, but I don't really like working with it. But where I get it from, Officeworks in Australia, they have the cheapest Sculpey and free shipping. But everywhere else is double the price, which is insane. So, but they're out of stock, so I'm waiting for them to get more in stock. So one this size was like 20 bucks or something, or 25 bucks or something like that, whereas you get one half this size and it's 25 bucks everywhere else. So if you want to get like the half one, it's $14. It's so cheap. So yeah, I have to wait for that to get in stock. They've got terracotta, but the color terracotta, but I don't really want to use terracotta. I'd rather the white one because it's easy to paint over. And it's, yeah, I just prefer the white one. But anyway, yeah, I've got a whole lot of things that I want to do, but yeah, the Australian version, I think I'll just wait. I'll just wait for a bit because, yeah, I don't want it to seem like I'm trying to milk the problems for attention or promotion or anything like that, because, you know, that's what the hashtag's going around at the moment, is Australia. So yeah, I don't want to do that. But anyway, I'm not really sure what my next doll should be. Maybe the secretary bird. I'll have a brainstorm, and then I'll put a list of animals and see which one tickles my fancy then. Probably Africa or America. I think they have some really great animals and stuff. But anyway, so that's pretty much it. So I'll leave it at that, but thanks again to my patrons for supporting me for another month. Really appreciate it. So yeah, thanks. But anyway, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Creatures of Nat as well, and my shop at creaturesofnat.com, and I'll probably catch you in the next one. Bye.